Lisa and Andre met for the first time at the local library. Lisa, a keen student of literature, spent every free minute there, immersing herself in the world of classic novels and poetry. Andre, a young architect, came to the library looking for a rare book on architecture that he needed for a project. They ran into each other at the rack of classic literature. Lisa was pulling out a book when Andre reached for the same one. Their hands touched, and they met gazes. Lisa looked embarrassed and smiled, apologizing. "I apologize," she said, trying not to look at his beautiful green eyes. "Did you want to take this book too?" "Yes," Andre answered, smiling. "But you can have it first." They exchanged a few polite phrases and parted. But this random moment left both of them with the feeling that something important had happened. A week later, Lisa came to the library again, and to her surprise, Andrew was there. He was sitting at the desk taking notes. Lisa felt her heart start to beat faster. She approached him and timidly asked, "Hi, do you remember me?" Andre looked up and smiled when he saw her. "Of course. You picked up the latest copy of Anna Karenina. How did you like the book?" They began to talk about literature, and it turned out that they had a lot in common. Andrew was not only a talented architect, but also a real connoisseur of literature. He invited Lisa for coffee, and she gladly agreed. They went to a small cafe next to the library. The atmosphere was cozy and romantic. Lisa felt surprisingly relaxed around Andre. They talked about everything, about their dreams, about books, about life. Andre told about his childhood in a small town and how he decided to become an architect. Lisa shared her plans for the future and dreams about how she would like to write her own books. Time flew by, and they didn't notice as the cafe began to empty. Lisa and Andre grew closer every day. They spent a lot of time together, walking in parks, visiting museums and theaters. Their relationship developed rapidly, and soon they realized that they were in love with each other. Andrew supported Lisa in all her endeavors. He believed in her talent as a writer and often inspired her to take on new projects. Lisa, in turn, helped Andre with his architectural ideas, bringing her creativity and out-of-the-box thinking to them. However, as with any relationship, they had their difficulties. Andrew received a job offer in another city. It was a great opportunity for his career, but it also meant that they would have to part ways for a while. Lisa understood how important this was to Andre and supported his decision. They agreed to keep in touch and visit each other often, but the distance proved to be a challenge to the relationship. For the first time, they coped with the separation. They communicated daily by video link, sent each other letters and gifts, but every day, Lisa felt more and more empty. It bothered her that she could not be there for Andre in difficult moments. One evening, when they were talking on a video link, Lisa couldn't hold back her tears. She confessed to Andre that she was having a very hard time without him. "Lisa, I understand how hard it is for you," Andre said, "but I promise that soon everything will change. I'm working on getting back to you." Those words gave Lisa hope, but she realized that the separation would be a while yet. A few months later, Andre returned home. Lisa was waiting for him at the airport with flowers. When she saw him, her heart sank. They threw themselves into each other's arms, ignoring the people around them. "I missed you so much," whispered Lisa, not letting him go. "I missed you too," Andre replied. "I never want to be away from you again." They began to spend all their free time together, enjoying every moment. Andre told Lisa that his project had been successful, and now he had the opportunity to work remotely without leaving the city. Lisa and Andre decided to move in together. They rented a cozy apartment in the city center and started to furnish it together. Lisa was in charge of interior design, and Andre helped her with repairs and furniture. Living together brought them a lot of joy, but also required adaptation. They learned to live together, distribute responsibilities, and solve household issues. Their love grew stronger, and they realized that they were ready for the next stage in their relationship. One evening, When they were walking along the embankment, Andre stopped and, taking Lisa's hand, said, "Lisa, you know that you are the most important person in my life for me. We've been through a lot, and I realize that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?" Lisa was shocked and happy at the same time. She answered yes, and Andre put a ring on her finger. It was one of the happiest moments of their lives. Preparing for the wedding was an exciting and joyful process. Lisa and Andre wanted this day to be special and carefully thought out every detail. They chose a cozy country house for the ceremony and invited only the closest friends and relatives. Lisa dreamed of a dress that would be the fulfillment of her dreams and found it in a small boutique. Andre chose a classic suit that emphasized his style and confidence. They worked together to think through the menu, decorations, and music for their celebration. The wedding day was filled with joy and happiness. The ceremony took place surrounded by flowers and greenery. Under the open sky, Lisa walked down the aisle to the altar, holding her father's hand, and saw Andrew waiting for her with a smile. She felt like this was the most important day of her life. As they said their vows and exchanged rings, all the guests applauded and cheered for them. The celebration continued until late in the evening. Music, dancing, laughter, and warm words of wishes. Lisa and Andrew enjoyed every moment of the day. For their honeymoon, they chose to travel around Europe. Lisa had always dreamed of visiting Paris, and Andre decided to fulfill her dream. They walked the narrow streets, admired the architecture, visited museums, and enjoyed French cuisine. After Paris, they traveled to Italy, where they enjoyed the romance of Venice and the beauty of Florence. This trip was not only an opportunity for them to relax, but also to strengthen their bond. They returned home with new experiences and feelings, ready for a life together. Lisa and Andre began to build their family life. They bought a house in a quiet neighborhood and began to furnish it. Lisa was in charge of the interior design and Andre was in charge of the technical aspects. Their home became a cozy and warm place where they felt happy. They continued to develop their careers, but always found time for each other. They spent their evenings eating dinner together, watching movies, and having long conversations. Lisa started writing her first book, and Andre worked on new projects. Like any family, they had their joys and difficulties. Lisa sometimes experienced creative crises, and Andre was always there to support her. Andre faced professional challenges, and Lisa helped him find solutions. Their love and support for each other helped them to overcome all difficulties. They realized that the most important thing was to be together and support each other in any situation. After a few years, Lisa and Andrew decided that they were ready for a new stage in their lives. They wanted to have a child. This decision was very important and conscious for them. Lisa and Andre began to prepare for the role of parents, reading books, attending courses, and organizing the baby's room. Expecting a child was filled with joy and excitement. They shared their hopes and dreams for the future, and when Lisa found out she was pregnant, it was their happiest moment. Lisa's pregnancy went well, and soon it was time for the birth of their firstborn. Andrew was by Lisa's side in the hospital, supporting her through everything. The birth of the baby was a real miracle for them. A little girl, whom they named Sophia, was born. Lisa and Andre were overwhelmed with happiness looking at their newborn miracle. They realized that now their lives had changed forever, and they were ready for the new challenges and joys that parenthood would bring them. The first year of Sophia's life was full of joys and challenges. Lisa and Andre were learning how to be parents, take care of their daughter, and find a balance between work and family life. Despite the fatigue and sleepless nights, they were happy. Each new stage of Sophia's development brought them joy. Her first steps, first words, first laughter. Lisa and Andre shared their responsibilities, supported each other, and enjoyed every moment. As the years went by, their family grew stronger and stronger. Sophia grew up and made her parents happy. Lisa continued to write books, and Andrew reached new heights in his career. They were happy together. Despite all the difficulties and trials, Lisa and Andre realized that their love was the foundation for everything they had achieved. They were grateful for each other's support, love, and loyalty. Their love story was filled with happiness, joy, and mutual understanding.